That's my tired Pearl Jam face, because they ripped up the Xcel Energy Center last night. Hey, it's Paul Fletcher. Thanks for checking out the blog. I figured I should say something about the show last night. I just didn't feel like typing. Everything's tired because they played for over 3 hours. The only thing I will say about myself, and pardon me, this is just going to be stream of consciousness. There's zero agenda or itinerary of items. No bullet points. I'm just going to wing it. They played for over 3 hours. The place where I feel like I didn't do my part was I overextended early in the show. And as you can tell with the voice, I sang a little too much early on. And so I just kind of had to stand there like the last hour, the marathon that it was. So here's my objective. Keep in mind, too, this is coming from the perspective of a hardcore fan. So this is my 12th show. Pales in comparison to our friend Tanya, who was here from California, who was her 50th show. So big accomplishment for her, milestone, if you will, in her Pearl Jam-ness or something. My perspective on this is you know what, the mood music's a little loud. Hold on one second. Can't believe I just said that release is too loud. That's an absolute blasphemy. Anyway, so my only critique would be I thought that the set list was very, very safe. It was very much down the middle. There was no, oh my God, they're playing this moment. But again, I'm a hardcore nerd fan, and I know some friends there who are fans, but they're not quite hardcore like me, and I'm thinking they were in hog heaven because it was smash after smash after smash after smash. That said, even with my critique, every single song they played, they nailed. I mean, it was just, they sounded so good, and even after the 12 shows that I've seen, the energy was just phenomenal. Songs that I'm even bored with live, like Rearview Mirror, was so good. I'm pretty sure, I don't know the actual speed of the song, but I'm pretty sure they played Mind Your Manners at 1,000 miles per hour. I think Eddie was trying to get the whole vocal in one breath. They played that song so fast I couldn't even sing along. That was super cool. Other highlights for me, if it's really tough for somebody like me whose musical life has been shaped by Pearl Jam. It's tough for me to pick a favorite song, or even 5. But if I did have a gun to my head and somebody said you have to pick 5 songs, they played all 5 of those songs. So that was pretty cool. Release, Go, I Got Id, Alive, and Given to Fly are probably my 5 favorites. So that was really, really cool. Eddie dug out Imagine by John Lennon, which was super cool. They played a deep track, a B-side from 10 called Footsteps that was pretty darn cool. Some new songs off Lightning Bolt, that was good. But I would say my favorite moment of the whole night actually didn't even have anything to do with music. Eddie Vedder's on this new kick to heal EB, hashtag Heal EB, which is this really rare skin disease, and I think it has something to do with bone marrow and this and that. And Amplatz, I believe, is heading up kind of the research. The University of Minnesota Children's Hospital, all of that, are heading up the research of to find a cure for this disease. And Eddie has locked arms with them and is helping out, I'm guessing financially and with his likeness and his brand. And I just he stopped the show for probably a good 10 minutes to talk about that, and actually even brought one of our doctors up from the University of Minnesota, and he talked for a bit, and he reassured all of us fans that Eddie is the guy we think he is, that he's a real guy. He actually said, I couldn't pick up on his accent exactly. I would say maybe he was Russian or something like that. And he called Eddie the real stuff. He's the real stuff. And it was so funny. But it made me proud to be a Pearl Jam fan. Proud that this is a band that I support. But aside from all of that, they just ripped. I mean, these guys have been at it for 22 years and they don't let up. I mean, it's just, there were strings of 4 or 5 songs where it was just, the song would end on the downbeat, boom, the next song started and there wasn't a word said. And I think they played 3 ballads all night. And even the ballads were rocking. It was a really good show. So I'm thinking that anybody that was there was pretty happy, especially if it's the first or second or third time you'd seen them. If it's that, then you were blown away, I'm guessing. Because, again, the energy was, and Eddie was in rare form. The dude can drink some wine, but as he said last night, I think he'd had 2 bottles of wine because we have fun keeping track. But he came out after an encore. He's like trying to tell a story, and he got derailed. He derailed himself. He's like, I drink all this wine, and then I have 1 beer, and I lose it. So obviously, beer's not his friend. But anyway, all in all, my review is thumbs up. Thought it was really, really, really good. I'd say 7.5, 8 out of 10. But again, that's the hardcore fan nerd perspective in me. My bar is set pretty high after places like Wrigley Field, PJ 20, seeing him at the Forum in LA, seeing Lollapalooza in '92. So yeah, thumbs up. If you feel free to comment, if you think you disagree with me or you want to add to anything, feel free to comment here or on Facebook or whatever. And thanks. Go Pearl Jam or something.